My name's Aimee Kuzenski. This is from the very beginning of a novel I started called Tilted. Just the first chapter. It's a science fantasy post-apocalyptic zombie novel.
Wow.
Yes. She knelt on polished granite, cold and slick as ice, watching as the woman who had been her mother this morning was led to the servants' quarters. Dried blood had been washed from her pale and modeling skin, but the servants had not bothered to remove the stained dress. The slash at her throat had already weathered to a thick gray scar that jumped with every word she tried to speak. Lisette frowned as a chance breeze brought the scent of earth and decay from across the room and drew back against her brother's boots. "Little sister, just come to bed. It'll be dark soon." Thierry's voice was exhausted and dry with weeping. His hand shook, butterfly-light, on her shoulder. Lisette turned her head away in rejection and curled away from his touch. "Someone killed Mama, Thierry. Her throat is cut, and now she's gray and can't talk, and she smells like the servants." The childish words caught in her own throat, congealed into a lump to match Mama's new scar. His silence weighed on her. She sneaked a glance at him from under her arm and saw yet another tear fall, only to be wiped savagely away. She felt her frown settle deeper between her brows. "Why don't we die the way everything else does, Thierry?" He chuffed like an agitated horse. "Lisette, we don't stop like a wristwatch or a broken engine or a dog or a horse. When Papa's horse broke a leg, he made us go away, but I knew what happened. I heard the shot and the horse didn't come back. We're the difference ones. We get back up and be quiet, little sister, please." The boots against her back shifted. He didn't want to talk about this. He never did. Her fists clenched so tight that her palms would have been scored with little half-moons if not protected by gloves. "It doesn't make any sense," she insisted. Thierry wrenched her around to face him and his reddening, flashing eyes. "By our ancestors, Lisette, if you won't stop talking—" "But Thierry—" He rode over her interruption with a fearful intensity. "Stop! There is no sense in any death, none to be found. So the birds fall and decay while we change and go on. So what? Our mother is gone, and what she's become will be sold at the next market. That's death enough for me, for any of us. Leave it alone." She recoiled from the fury on his tear-marked face, and he shoved her towards the stairs that led to the children's floor. She landed palms first, the kid leather of her gloves making a loud, echoing slap on the granite. Across the hall, a servant's voice called out. "Get to bed," he grated, "before the ghouls come out for the night. I don't want to have to mourn you as well." And that's the end.
Hey.